Today we have to discuss trigonometric identities in class 11. As we all know that cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Is it clear? Sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. Everybody know? In the same way, if you can go for cosec square x minus cot square x is equal to, is it clear? Cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Sec square x minus tan square equal to 1. Cosec square x minus cot square equal to 1. Is it clear? But how is it? Clear? How is it? How the formulas are coming? मतलब हमें ये बताओ how the formulas are coming. Sin cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. How is it? Sec square x minus tan square equal to 1. How is it? In the same way, if you can take over the cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1, all these things are coming. Clear? As I told in my last classes about the values of trigonometric function, that how sin 0 is 0, right? What about the value of sin pi by 2? What about the value of sin 3 pi by 2, as I told? Clear? In the same manner, if you have a value of sin and cosine, so you can go through the any value, right? Everybody know that sec x equal to 1 upon cos x. Clear? If you have a value of a cos x, so you can go through the value of a sec x also. Cos x equal to 1 upon sin x. Tan x, that everybody knows, sin x upon cos x. Clear? So if you have a basic value of sin x and cos x, so you can calculate any value of tan x, sec x and cosec x and cot x. In the same way, first of all, this is the basic formula, cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. So first of all, we need to know how this one is coming. How cos square plus x plus sin square x equal to 1. For this, we have to again consider a unit circle, as I told. Clear? For this, what we have to do? We have to again go for a unit circle. The consideration for the unit circle. Clear? We can consider a unit circle where we have to draw the axis. Clear? We have to draw the axis. Getting my point? Clear? Getting my point? This one is the origin O. Clear? This one is point A, this one is point B, this one is point C, and this one is point A. This one is 1, 0. Is it clear? Because this one is 1. Clear? 1, 0. Here what you will get? 0, 1. Is it clear? Here you will get minus 1, 0. And here you will get 0, minus 1. Is it clear? Now what we have to do? You have to take any point P. Clear? You have to take any point P. You will take any point P. Here the rotation is equal to x. Is it clear? As I told this diagram many times. Many times I have completed this diagram. Clear? Now you have to take this point as a comma B. And now this one, this whole length is equal to the x. If you can take. Clear? So what actually you are getting? You are getting point A, you are getting point B, you are getting point C, and you are getting point D. You are getting the coordinates of point A, you are getting the coordinates of point B, you are getting the coordinates of point C, and you are getting the coordinates of point D. Here the point P coordinates is A, B. Clear? So you have a consideration, and when you can talk about the value of an OP, this value, the value of OP is equal to 1, means unit. Is it clear? The value of OP is equal to 1. Clear? So in the same manner, if your consideration is going on, and if you are talking about angle AOP, clear? Angle AOP, that one is simply x. Angle, if you can talk about angle AOP, this one is simply x. Everybody know? Angle means what? Amount of rotation. Whatever the amount of rotation is equal to the angle, value of the angle. So angle AOP equal to x. Now what we will do? Simple thing. Everybody know, as I told in my last diagram or in last class, that A is equal to the cos x and B is equal to the sin x. So A is equal to cos x and B is equal to sin x. Here if you can talk, here the coordinates are 0, 0. Is it clear? The coordinates of origin are always 0, 0. Now if you can talk about OP, you can apply the distance formula of the coordinate geometry, class 10. And you can apply the distance formula then what you will get? A minus 0, x2 minus x1, or x1 minus x2 plus y2 minus y1 plus b minus 0 whole square. Because here coordinates are 0, comma 0 and here coordinates are a, comma b. We will apply the distance formula, right? And the value of OP is 1 given. Clear? OP equal to 1 given. Now what we have? We will get that inside a square plus b square. Inside you are getting a square plus b square, and which one is simply equal to 1 because OP is equal to 1. Now what you are getting? That root a square plus b square equal to 1. Now if you can square both sides, if you can square both sides, when you can square both sides, you will get simply this root will be over, and 1 square is always 1. Is it clear? So you will get a square plus b square equal to 1. When you can do the square, when you can do the square, you will get a square plus b square equal to 1. And everybody knows the value of a is cos x and the value of b is sin x. So you can put here that cos square x plus sin square x, that one is simply equal to 1. Is it clear? This is the method by which we are saying that cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Write it. Clear? Now, what we have to make up? Yeah. Now, what we have to do? We have to go for our second law, that second formula or second identity. We are known that cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. This one all belongs to real and all, dividing both sides. Now we have to think what we have to calculate. Finally, that we have cos square plus x, sin square x equal to. We have to go for 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x, or sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. We have to prove the second. So what we will do? We will divide both sides by cos square x. Is it clear? When we can divide both sides by cos square x, we can divide. So we will get cos square x plus sin square x divided by cos square x 1 upon cos square x. Getting my point? Now separate it. After separation, cos square x upon cos square x plus sin square x upon cos square x equal to sec square x. Is it clear? Now what happened? 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. Is it clear? Now what we will write? Sec square x, this will be this side, tan square x equal to, write it. Now what we have to do? We have cos square x plus sin square x equal to what? Dividing both sides by sin square x. Is it clear? Dividing both sides by sin square x. So we divide cos square x divided by sin square x plus sin square x divided by sin square x upon 1 upon sin square x. Is it clear? This will be what you are getting cos square x plus sin square x. You are getting cot square x plus 1 equal to cosec square x. Is it clear? We will get cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1. Is it clear? Clear? Cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1. Clear? So we have to solve questions on the basis of the trigonometrical identity. So first of all, we need to write one question. If sec x plus tan x equal to p, if sec x plus tan x equal to p, obtain the values of sec x, tan x and sec x, tan x and sin x in terms of p. Clear? If sec x plus tan x equal to p, obtain the values of sec x, tan x and sin x in terms of p. Clear? Clear? Any doubt at all? We have if sec x plus tan x equal to p, so we have to obtain the value of sec x, tan x and sin x in terms of p. Clear? So first of all, we have something clear, and then we have to go through the solutions. Question? Okay. We have sec x plus tan x equal to p. We have only this view. As we all know, according to the trigonometrical identities, that you can go for a solution of this question. Everybody knows that sec square x minus tan square x is equal to, everybody clear? Sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. This one is a square minus b square. A square minus b square equal to 1. On this formula, a minus b, a plus b. We have sec x minus tan x, sec x plus tan x equal to 1. Sec x minus tan x equal to p given. Sec x minus tan x equal to p given. Is it clear? It's given in the question. Sec x minus tan x equal to p or sec x plus tan x equal to p given. So sec x plus tan x equal to p given. Sorry for that. So sec x plus tan x equal to p given. Now we have sec x minus tan x, sec x plus tan x equal to 1. Sec x plus tan x equal to p given. Now we have sec x minus tan x multiply with 3. Here we will get it equal to 1. We will get sec x minus tan x equal to 1 upon p. Is it clear? This p will be done. Right. Here. We have sec x plus tan x equal to p, and we have sec x minus tan x equal to 1 by p. Here we have to find the value of sec x, tan x, and sin x. So what we will do, we have two equations, equation number first, and we have equation number second. Adding both the equation, when you can add both the equation, 2 sec x. And you can add what you get. This one plus this one cancel out with this one. This one cancel out with this one. If you can add this one cancel, this one is negative, this one is positive. 2 sec x equal to p plus 1 by p. Is it clear? So you can write 2 sec x equal to p. What do you get? P square plus 1. Is it clear? Now we have to calculate sec x equal to, this 2 will be downside, where it will be multiplied. Multiply to this, but divided by 2. It also multiply by 2 here. When you can go for a cross multiplication, this will be multiplied. P square plus 1 divided by 2. Is it clear? This one is the value of sec x. Here. Now we have to calculate about the tan x. Here we have added in the last, but for the tan x we have to subtract. What we have to do? We have to do the subtraction. For the value of tan x, we have to do the subtraction. We have to calculate the difference. Difference means sec x plus tan x minus sec x minus tan x equal to p minus 1 upon p. We have sec x plus tan x minus sec x plus tan x equal to p minus 1 upon p. Is it clear? 2 tan x equal to p minus 1 upon p. Read out on top. Now tan x equal to what we have? P square minus 1 upon p. Clear? Clear? Everybody knows tan x equal to sin x upon cos x. Is it clear? Sin x upon cos x. We have a value of a tan x, but we don't have a value of a sin x and cos x. We have to calculate the value of sin x. So what we will do simply, we have a value of a tan x here. Tan x equal to p square minus 1 upon 2p. Here we can write tan x equal to sin x into 1 upon cos x. 1 upon cos x is sec x. Is it clear? Multiply with 1 upon cos x, and 1 is simply equal to sec x. We have a value of a tan x, we have a value of a sec x. Need to put all the values, you will get sin x equal to tan x upon sec x. Is it clear? So sin x equal to p square minus 1 upon 2p divided by sec x p square plus 1 p square plus 1 divided by 2p. Is it clear? This one cancel out with this one. You will get, what you will get? P square minus 1 divided by p square plus 1. Is it clear? So simply you can write sin x equal to p square minus 1 upon p square plus 1. Any doubt? Done. Next question. Second question. If sin A or sin B equal to sin A or sin B equal to P and cos G or cos B equal to P. Why? And A and B. Here sin A upon sin B equal to P and cos A upon cos B equal to P. Find tan A and tan B. Is it clear? So how we will find it? How will we find it? Anybody have anything about how we will find it? Sin A upon sin B equal to P and cos A upon cos B equal to P. So you have to find the value of tan A and the value of tan B. But here sin A upon sin B given and there cos A upon cos B given. Okay. What actually you are getting? Here sin A upon sin B and here cos A upon cos B. This will be by this one and this will be up here. This will be down. So then you will get the formula of tan A and tan B. Tan A means what? Sin A upon cos A. And tan B means what? Sin B upon cos B. Is it clear? So we have to do this thing simply. The solution, what we have to do, we have to arrange it in that manner that it will be arranged when you can multiply sin A divided by cos B into cos A upon cos B. It will be not clear. Clear? So you have to take first, you have to take the reciprocal of this term. We have sin A upon sin B equal to B. Let us take it as a equation number first. According to this, what we have, cos A upon cos B equal to Q. Simply, if you take the reciprocal, it's 1 upon cos A upon cos B equal to 1 upon Q. Is it clear? 1 upon cos A upon cos B will be upper side. So cos B divided by cos A equal to 1 upon Q. Let us take it as a equation number 7. Write it. Write it. We have to calculate tan A and tan B. We have to find tan A and tan B. Now what we will multiply equation first and second. Multiplying equation first and second. What we have? Sin A upon sin B. Left hand side multiply with left hand side and right hand side multiply with right hand side. Cos B is divided by cos A equal to, this one is equal to P multiplied with 1 upon, is it clear? P multiplied with 1 upon Q. What we have? Sin A upon sin B multiplied with cos B upon cos A equal to P multiplied with 1 upon Q. Sin A upon sin B. Sin A, this will be this side. Whatever. That one is cos B upon cos A.
Equation number third.
Cos A upon cos B.
Cos B upon cos A, equation number third.
No, I am talking about what I changed.
Sir, cos A upon cos B change into cos B upon
Cos B upon cos A, sin A upon sin B. Is it clear?
Yes.
That one change. That one is divided by P divided by Q. We have this one. I have taken this one as a second. Good. Sin A upon sin B multiplied with cos B upon cos A. We have to go for tan A and tan B. We have to go for tan A and tan B. How will we do? What is the meaning of tan A? This will be this side and this will be this side. Is it clear? Sin A, this will be this side because this is in multiplication. ये यहाँ आ सकता है और ये यहाँ जा सकता है. So sin A और what we have cos A multiplied with cos B upon sin B. That is P divided by. Is it clear? Any doubt up to this point? Sin A upon cos B cos A multiplied with cos B upon sin A. Is it clear? What we have? This will be tan A. Tan A multiplied. This will be cot B. Cot B by. Is it clear? Tan A. Cot B will be written as 1 upon tan B. Tan B. 1 by. Write it. cross multiply. This will be this side and this will be this side. Let us take it is equal to lambda. मान लेते हैं कि इसके इक्वल है lambda. Same. Only with the lambda. Is it clear? Now what we have? Tan A upon B equal to tan B upon Q, that one is equal to lambda. Now this one is equal to lambda. So if you can go for tan A equal to P lambda and tan B equal to Q lambda. Tan B equal to Q lambda. Is it clear? Tan A equal to P lambda and tan B equal to Q lambda. And everybody know that if you can go for sin A upon sin B, that one was equal to the P. So you can write it. अगर आप यहाँ पर लिखें tan A equal to P lambda and tan B equal to Q lambda, हो सकता है? और अभी आपको पता था कि sin A upon sin B, everybody know that one is equal to the P. Clear? Sin A upon sin B equal to the P. Sin A equal to P into sin B. Clear? Sin A equal to P sin A. Clear? Sin A equal to P sin A. Tan A equal to P lambda and B equal to Q lambda. Sin A upon sin B equal to P. Sin A equal to P sin B. Sin A equal to P sin B. Sin A. Is it clear? And here you are getting sin A equal to P sin B. Otherwise, we put in this because actually we don't have a value of a lambda. Get clear? Sin A equal to P sin B. Clear? Now what we have? Sin A equal to P sin B. P sin B का मतलब क्या होगा? That tan A upon P, tan B upon Q equal to lambda. Tan A equal to P lambda, tan B equal to Q lambda. एक तरह से अगर आप देखें तो tan A और tan B की वैल्यू आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, राइट? उसके लिए बस आपको क्या चाहिए? P और लैम्डा की वैल्यू चाहिए. लैम्डा जो आपने एक assumption किया है, फर्स्ट assumption. Is it clear? अगर P को देखें तो P equal to अगर आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे you will get sin A upon sin B. Is it clear? So if you can go through this term, what you will get? What you will get from this term? Finally आपको क्या मिलेगा? अगर आप देखें यहाँ पर तो sin A upon sin B equal to क्या हो जाएगा? P के equal हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे आपने दिया हुआ है tan A equal to P. Is it clear? तो फाइनली देखा जाए तो that at last what you will do, you will go for tan A upon root 1 upon tan square A. tan A upon root 1 upon tan square A का मतलब क्या होगा? जैसे अगर मैं इसको राइट करूँ tan A upon root 1 plus tan square A, इसका मतलब क्या है? tan A upon root 1 plus tan square. Everybody know that sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. Is it clear? Sec square x equal to 1 plus tan square x. 1 plus tan square x means sec square x. Sec square x root से sec square x बाहर निकलेगा, क्या निकलेगा? Sec x बाहर निकलेगा. तो tan x tan a divided by sec a. अभी मैंने आपको बताया पिछले लास्ट क्वेश्चन tan a upon sec a. ये क्या होगा? sin a. इसको राइट करेंगे sin a upon cos a divided by 1 upon cos a. कैंसिल होगा, बचेगा क्या आपके पास? sin a. साइन ए को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? tan a अपॉन 1 प्लस रूट 1 प्लस tan स्क्वायर ए क्या कर सकते हैं? राइट कर सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि वी हैव अ वैल्यू ऑफ tan a. इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर? उसी तरह sin b को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? व्हाट वी विल राइट फॉर द sin b? tan b डिवाइडेड बाय रूट 1 प्लस tan स्क्वायर b राइट कर सकते हैं बिकॉज़ वी हैव अ वैल्यू ऑफ tan b. इज इट क्लियर? उसके बाद वी विल कैलकुलेट, वी विल इक्वेट द इक्वेशन. हम इस दोनों इक्वेशन को क्या करेंगे? इक्वेट करेंगे. वी विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ tan a and tan b. इज इट क्लियर? So this is the method of solving this type of question. Clear? इस तरह से आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपको वैल्यू मिलेगी. सिंपली ये क्या किया? sin a को क्या लिख सकते हो? tan a upon root 1 plus tan square. In the last question also we have done the same thing. Is it clear? Because we have to calculate value of a sin x there. Clear? Why we are writing this? Because everybody know 1 plus tan square a equal to sec square. Root sec square x means secant. Is it clear? So tan a upon secant divided you will get sin a upon cosec, 1 upon cosec, cosec cancel, you will get sin a. Is it clear? So simply we are writing this. Clear? This one. Here we are getting the basic form and you are changing it in the other form. You will get the answers. Clear? Now we have a rest. Tomorrow we will discuss about the trigonometric function signs. Is it clear? Thank you for today.